On the other side, are you?
I don't miss that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on.
Hi.
What do we say? Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
It's not morning.
Yeah.
What time is like 2 o'clock? Huh.
Yeah. Oh, so it is afternoon.
It is afternoon.
We've been so busy.
Oh, busy. Yes, running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, huh?
It's been a long time.
Kind of forgot how to do this. Yeah,
Yes.
it's been months. So weird. We started out of the gate strong, and we did one a week for quite a while.
We did for a long time. Yes.
You know what I do miss though? Are trying the food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I miss those. But
Yeah, that was fun too. That was fun.
yeah, maybe they'll send someone I get to Florida so Keith and John and I can.
Yeah, you can test
it out. Yeah.
The candy and
Yeah.
the sweet stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, how's life been?
How are we what?
How's life been?
Well, hectic, I would
Very
say.
hectic, yeah.
It's
It's been quite the summer, huh?
Yeah, different things, different.
It's funny now because I leave tomorrow, so today's Thursday. I leave tomorrow, and now that I'm getting back on the road, I don't know, it does seem like it was a long summer though, because so much happened.
Yes.
But then again, I'm like, wow, I'm already, feels like I just pulled into town on one hand, and now I'm pulling out again. But the weather, I got a skedaddle.
Yeah. Oh, we had a big snow here. What, a couple days ago?
Yeah, I had it on my video.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was almost like a storm, but it's all melted now. And I look out my window here,
Yep.
and I don't see any snow.
No snow. We were just out there.
Yes,
No
we
snow.
just were out there. Yeah. I got a flu shot today. Did I get a flu shot today?
You got a vaccine shot?
I got a vaccine.
You had a flu shot when we were at the doctor before, and then next Monday you're getting the RSV and the pneumonia shot.
Yes.
Just all.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Yeah.
Well, and let's tell them about your new driver, Jenny.
Yes, she's lovely.
She is lovely.
And she's in constant contact with Tracey, wherever she is, wherever Tracey is. And she's going to take once a week. She'll take me wherever I want to go, and she'll take me to my doctor appointments.
Yeah.
And she's just going to be there for me.
So I'll be making the appointments, and
Yes.
Jenny will just be driving you there.
Oh, yeah, Tracey's doing it all.
And then, and Al's taking you to the dentist on Monday.
Yes.
So we have a whole group of people taking care of Joy.
Yeah, so Joy is fine. Joy is fine, and I can see what she's doing on videos.
Yeah, and you can talk.
I'm sure you're always
you can even talk to me.
something.
You can even talk to me personally. Anytime you want to, you can call me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be fine. And I was just telling Tracey that she took a lot of my books when I thought I was moving. I had 6 full bookcases and books left over.
Do you know how many trips I made to Half Price Books?
I know, to the secondhand store. And so anyway, I didn't give them all away though. I mean, I kept my very special ones. And I was thinking, and I was telling her just last night, I wonder what's new in quantum, because I usually check, and I haven't checked almost all summer. And I thought, well, I'm sure there's something new. And so I Googled it, and I came up with all of these new books, and interesting. And I ordered 3. And so they'll be here tomorrow, and I am excited.
She's excited.
So I can start reading what else is going on in the universe. Yes. So anyway, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
The hardest part of being old and all your friends are gone, is finding things interesting to keep you busy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially when it's hard to read, but you can still read on your reading machine, right?
I still can on my reading machine. I have to, I don't know, it would be nice if I could make the contrast deeper. I don't think they thought of that when they made that then. But anyway, things are going fine, and Tracey has me all set up here, so.
I worked hard. I did a lot.
Oh, she was busy all summer.
Yeah.
And now it's perfect. It's
Right.
just perfect. I have Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny is
And-
my Tracey. And she contacts Tracey, and Tracey tells her what she should do.
Yeah. And it's
Anyway.
kind of nice, though, that she, you know, she'll take you anywhere, and she has that as extended amount of time because that's her job.
Yes.
Like where,
She was
you
a
know,
nurse, right?
CNA.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And so she knows about all the pills and everything, and then and like I said, Al is taking you to the dentist because Bailey was going to, but Bailey had an appointment, so you know, it takes a village to raise.
It takes a
To
village
raise
to
a
raise an
mom.
old person, too. I think it takes a village for everything.
For everything, that's
Yes,
right. Yep.
yes. But anyway, yeah, I feel comfortable and safe.
And I'm just a phone call away, and it all worked out. You know, going through all that thing with the assisted living home and finding out how much it was, that was a shock. But now we know, right?
Yeah.
And I'll come back in April, and your lease is up in May. So we'll just reassess when I get back. We'll see where
Right.
things are, and we'll just kind of go from there, you know? So we'll just keep on keeping on.
Keep on, keep it on. And enough about me. Let's talk about you.
What about me?
Well, today is the day that is the end of another sequence.
Oh,
on that, isn't
she's all about the Fab Over 40. I haven't even had a chance to like you. I mean, I don't like really follow it. I have been so busy, but yes, I'm we just checked because you said when
Because
will
I
you
asked
know?
her too.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting it. Yeah. Like all of us are. Yeah.
Well, thanks for voting. I'm still
Yeah.
in first place in my group. I don't know how many groups there
Well,
are.
that's the thing.
I don't know,
wondered.
but I don't know. I don't know.
When
I don't
it
know
said
if
in
I
your
could
group, I
find out.
wondered.
Well, there's all different groups. So this is for the top 10 of the group. You know, first it was the top 20, then it was the top 15, and then it's the top 10. I don't know. There could just be 10 people in my group. I
I
don't know. I haven't really looked into it too much.
Yeah.
I've just been,
Well,
but that's okay. And then, so I'm leaving. Al and I sat. I got my map out, and I figured out my drive to get to Florida, and then Keith and I are going to the eyeball, Dr. Galani's eyeball.
oh, yes, Galani is having a ball and she's invited.
Yeah, the eyeball.
The eyeball. Well, of course, he's an eye surgeon. It's perfect. The eyeball.
And guess what? So Keith, I wanted to bring John and Gail, but
Can't they come?
well, there's just a tight,
Oh.
people. You know how many people
Yeah,
there can be.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm gonna go to the thrift store and find a nice dress. And then Keith is wearing a kilt. Keith has a kilt.
really?
He's like, should I wear my kilt? Because I said, oh, Keith, do you have a tux or can you rent one? And he's like, sure. And then he's like, should I wear my kilt? Because he's very, she got married in his kilt. And then they had
He is Scottish?
is it Scottish? Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever
But,
kilts
and then
go.
his friend plays the bagpipes.
Oh,
And so his
wow.
friend wore a kilt and played the bagpipes. And I'm like, yes, wear your kilt. So,
And it'll be so nice for you to see Dr. Galani.
oh yeah,
again.
yeah. He called me and said, yeah, he's looking for. So
He's such a nice person.
he is a very. Oh, and then I talked to Annie. Hi, Annie, if you're watching. Annie, is my friend. I was going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
She's from Utah, and I was supposed to see her last year, but they got snowstorm when I was there. So I think she lives on a mountain or something, and so
Yeah.
we didn't get to see each other. So I was gonna head out early, remember, to see her because she was getting her surgery on my birthday. And then I had to do the makeup. The makeup shoot got changed. But I just talked to Annie the other night. Everything went amazing. And her, get this. Now tell me this isn't Dr. Galani. So her parents went with her because her husband stayed home this time they have 3 kids.
Yeah.
And her dad had something like on his eye. And he had been going to doctors and like nobody could tell him anything. And then they thought it was like cancer or something. So he had been taking like chemo in his eye. I don't know how you do, like if it's drops or whatever.
Yeah.
And so when she was there, she's like, Dr. Galani, could you just take a look at my dad's eye and see, you know? And Dr. Galani looked at it and he said, no, I think it's a calcium deposit. He went and gave him these drops.
That's
And like
Dr.
the
Galani.
next day it was gone. And they were giving him chemo for his eyes, these other doctors who couldn't figure it out. And Dr. Galani never charged them or anything.
That sounds like Dr. Galani. He's just fantastic.
He just wants to help. He just,
Yes,
you know, and
yes.
if he knows. And so here's the thing, that all those doctors back home, that he had seen multiples. And then he tried to call his doctor back home, like to tell him or her, you know, what. And they wouldn't let him talk to them. They're like, oh, we'll have, you know, somebody else call you back. And he's like, no, I want to talk to them. And, but yeah, no, Dr. Galani figured it out.
Well, you make the most wonderful friends.
Yeah, I
A lot
do.
of really
I do. I'm very,
fantastic
very
people.
blessed. I'm very
Yes.
blessed. Yeah. Well, look at Keith and John. Met them on the road.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
fantastic.
And I got to see Jill on Monday. So my
Oh,
girlfriend.
I forgot to ask you about that. Yeah.
So yeah, we're like, we have to see each other.
they went to
And
school together.
We've been best friends since grade school.
And you went to college the first.
Yep. Yeah. And you know, life gets busy, but you know, sometimes you just have that person you cannot talk for years.
Oh, and you just you see each other and you just start
Pick
where
up.
you left off.
Yeah, that's Jill.
That's a good friend.
Yep.
Yes.
And last night I was telling Mom, like when I get off work sometimes now, he'll come like park next to the van and we'll have a couple drinks. We're into the margarita Trulies,
Yeah.
just like 2 of them or whatever. But we laugh. So, I mean, last night we were laughing, we were crying, you know, and it's probably something nobody else would think was funny, but we have the same sense of humor.
Yeah.
And one time he said to me, he goes, you know, Tracy, what they say, he goes, those that laugh win. And so now whenever like I see him,
That's
I'll
true.
say like before we go, remember Al, those that laugh, and he'll go win. And I go, yep. And I
What a
thought
good
that's
friend, yeah.
profound. It's true, you know? So hopefully you have a friend that you can belly laugh with too and, you know, till you cry.
Well, Al said, well, he lost his mother, so he
yeah, both of his parents.
And so when you had mentioned taking me, he said no, he would like to.
He's going to dinner with us tonight. He's
Yes,
kind of
he's
part
going
of the
to dinner with
family.
us,
now.
yeah.
I said to Jesse and Bailey, I go, do you mind? Because they've met him too. He went to dinner with us the
Yeah.
other night. And they're like, no, they like him. And so it just, like I said, we found our group. Like, stick with those that really love and support you.
Yes. The others, no.
Yeah.
They're not good for you.
They're not good
if
for you,
people
yeah.
don't like you or they
But-
don't support you,
And then
that's their...
just let them be.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I mean?
fine.
Yep.
They have their opinions, but don't
Right.
hang with them.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't hang with
Yeah.
them.
Oh, and I had that, speaking of that, I had an interview this morning with the White Bear Lake magazine. It's a magazine. And it's fun to do that, because then it reminds me of, why I do this. And it kind of makes me smile because I kind of have to recap everything. And so we had a really interesting conversation. So it'll come out in spring. And then that other one, The Insider, they're from New York. And I think she said that might come out in December or something. So, yeah, so that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
Lots of exciting things happening.
And then another good thing is you'll be doing more videos once you're with Keith and John. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has been, I tell you, so busy here. She wants to do videos, but you just don't have the time.
Well, so I just do them randomly and
Yeah.
just upload them when I got them because, yeah. And
But-
then last night was my last night at Walgreens.
Oh, did they give you a party? No.
They said,
oh, well,
"See ya,
Walgreens.
Tracy.
They just
Yeah.
waved goodbye.
See ya." Yeah.
See you next summer.
Yeah.
See you next summer.
Well, I told you. I mean,
Well, you have a
they
lot of
only
friends
gave
there.
everybody a 1% raise, and everybody's like, "Yeah, I won't be here much longer." And Christmas is coming, and that
1%.
And I don't know if I told you last time. So when you start, they don't tell you. So you get paid like, this amount. And listen, like then you get a 1% raise. But when you start, you have to learn how to do photos. And that's like complicated. Nobody like trains you. You just like jump in and learn on the fly. And that's what's really busy, especially around Christmas. I mean, we're
Yes,
really
I
busy
bet,
every day with that because nobody does that anymore. Target used to be able to go and, plug in your phone and then print out pictures. Or we even make like canvases, we make posters. We have all this stuff that you have to learn. And then, we have to do FedEx. Like when FedEx comes in, we have to do that. We have to change the garbage at night. We have to clean the bathrooms. We have to vacuum. We have to, do truck. And these are all things, and you're just like, are you kidding me? I mean, you think you'd just be like the cashier, like you're,
That makes sense, yeah.
And another girl called in. She's been taking an Uber to work. It costs $15 to take an Uber to work. And that's probably about how much she makes, And so she didn't come in. I don't think she's coming back because it's just not worth it.
Yeah, she's not making any money.
No, So, yeah, it's crazy. But, yeah, I'm done with that for now.
Next summer, maybe.
Maybe, yep. No, next summer I'm on to bigger and better things. And I told you,
Oh, you are, actually, yes.
that I think I'm going to sell Charlene next year. And, yeah, people are like, oh, Charlene.
Oh, Miss Charlene.
Well, me too. But listen, then somebody else can love Charlene.
Well, you're right. It'll be exciting for her, too.
Mm-hmm. Charlene got me this for. Oh, and I was thinking too. I said so. My anniversary of 2 years is on Monday.
Yes.
That I took off in the van, and I was telling this lady, when I left that day, I didn't know where I was staying.
I know.
I mean, I even look back and I'm like, what?
Well, I watched some of your videos from the first year, and sometimes I was so sad. Like that one time when you were going over the bridges and stuff, and you were sitting in the van in the dark, and you were crying and saying, oh, going over those.
I remember that. That was in the back of Cracker Barrel when I found myself on a mountain, and this was
no
like
sign.
high. Oh my gosh. And I just remember like just sitting there crying. But here's the thing. Just know, like, look at me now.
Well, the thing is, look at how far you've come.
Right.
This last year, you don't mind going over, stuff like that.
So just know that you can start out like me, and it just is. It becomes your new normal.
Yes.
I mean, like you just get used to it. Anything you do repetitively, it just becomes.
Well, and then you wonder, why was I afraid? It was all the
I'm
things
afraid
we
because
were
I'm afraid I'm
imagining.
going to go over a cliff. That's
well, that's what I mean. You were imagining that.
It's hard not to when you're in a van and it's windy and you're like, but
that it kind of reminds me of that. It's a saying, and it has for a woman saying, and it says, "But what if I fall?"
Mm-hmm.
And then the next line is, "But what if you fly?"
Right. Yes. Yes. No, I mean, it has been, I've grown exponentially. I remember before I would get on a bridge, I would seriously have to get out and pump myself up. Tracy, you can do it. Like, I would seriously talk to myself. You got this, Tracy, you got this, And I'd say, the only way to it is through it. The only way to it is through it. And then I'd get on the other side and I'd be like, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you grew and you got stronger, and
and
you don't get scared about the same things anymore.
No, I'm looking forward to. It's funny, I was driving and I'm looking forward to being places that I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
To me,
You
that's
like
exciting now,
Yeah.
where I hated driving places before, like even Minneapolis, where I didn't know where I was.
Yeah, Minneapolis.
But yeah, it's that's the adventure.
Yeah.
Although, like I said, you don't even need to leave your driveway to have an adventure.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
But,
So, any wise words of wisdom you want to partake on?
No.
No.
I'd have to think about it. I'm sure there's one there somewhere.
Yeah. I'm sure everybody will miss you. Everybody's been asking about you and how you are, and
Don't worry about me, folks. Tracey's in charge.
in charge. That's right. Large and in charge.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you're my go-to person.
Well,
Yeah.
and I am. I'm the point person, and I have other people then to just do the
This is
driving
it.
and stuff. So it's
She
not
does-
like I'm just leaving you. I'm still gonna make your appointments. I'm
No.
still gonna.
She makes all the appointments, and Jenny
We'll just.
talks to her
Yeah.
before she does anything.
Yeah. And you really like Jenny. I mean, it's a
Oh,
little
she's
awkward,
nice.
you know. But you had
Yeah.
drivers before.
And she's a Scorpio.
Yeah, her birthday.
How about that?
Yeah, her birthday was on Grandma Hayes's.
28th.
Grandma Hayes's.
And yours is the 26th.
And yours is Sunday, the 5th.
And I'm a Scorpio,
Oh, yeah,
too.
it's Joy's birthday on Sunday.
Yes.
94.
Well, actually, I look at it differently. I don't know why. They say after you've lived 94 years, they say you're 94. So that means this year I'm living my 95th. So really, I'm 94. But this year is living my 95th. Not that I'm 95 yet.
Do you want to?
I try to make it confusing, but I never could understand that. Really, I'm 94, but now I'm on my 95th birthday, for the whole year.
That's a lot
So,
of thought.
I'm really working on 95. Yeah.
Working on 95.
Working on 95.
Yeah. Well.
It's kind of an even number. Or no. 10, 50, 20. An even number of times. My brain is turning to mush.
We're not good at math.
But that's okay. Right?
That's okay. We're good at other things,
I'm
right?
smiling. I'm
We're
smiling.
good at other things, yeah.
See the dimples?
No, you don't have dimples.
Yes, I do. Look.
Maybe in your other cheeks.
Okay, well, this has been so interesting, I know.
Yes. Another riveting.
Another interesting.
Another riveting. But I'm sure people miss it. Like they would sit and have coffee with us,
Yes.
on Fridays. And yeah, I've missed it too. But everything kind of.
Well, you're on your new year.
Yeah.
Of going to Florida.
My 3rd year, and I'm
Yes.
so excited. And yeah, I keep forgetting too because I have so much. Because once I get there, then I got to get ready for the eyeball, and then after that, Keith and I are going to Cozumel the first week of December to go on that scuba trip.
Well, and you'll have a video on that.
Oh yeah,
And then you'll take some video at the eyeball.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So, I mean...
You got a lot of
real
exciting things
busy.
coming.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, and and it's nice because Cozumel is already paid for. Like, we booked that.
Yeah.
And it's cheap. It was cheap. And so it'll be fun being with Keith and scuba diving every day. It's every day for 6 days we get to scuba dive.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
I'm excited for me too.
Can you learn to scuba dive when you're 95?
You can. You
When
sure
you're on your
can.
95th year?
You sure can.
I should. Well, maybe when you come back next summer.
You can't see anything though.
Don't remind me.
And you can't hear anything. Can you imagine being underwater and they're telling you to take your mask off and you're just sitting there?
Well, folks, I've thought it over. It's not a good idea.
I spent
No.
10 seconds thinking it over, And me
Yes,
scuba
yeah,
diving
yeah.
probably isn't
Oh,
a good
well,
idea.
it's just an old person's dream.
You could
know.
like swim
What can I do?
swim the English Channel or something. There was
I
some
can
like
switch a channel.
no, swim the
Oh.
English Channel.
My creative hearing. Ah, I could swim
Yeah,
into the
let's see.
channel. Sounds like I could switch the channel.
Let's see that feat. I'm 95. Let's see. I can watch this. Don't miss it.
Ah. Oh, well.
This is why-
let's face it, I'm old.
But
But it's kind of fun sometimes. I laugh a lot. Yeah.
so do I. Yeah, it's like playing telephone, although you're next to each other and it's only you two.
I know.
And yeah, you don't know what you say. So we call those like joyisms or joy, because
yeah.
they're kind of
well,
funny.
you got to look at the humor. I mean, that's.
Well, and then you know how like before we even knew you packed up all your stuff, everything was in boxes here.
You wouldn't believe it.
But we didn't even know like when you were moving, or you just went with it. She just started taking things off the wall and
I know. And
telling
now-
me to bring her books there and stuff.
Well,
And-
I was pretty sure I was going to move, but
oh, and they had somebody who already wanted your apartment.
oh yeah, she almost had it rented.
We're like, oops, sorry. And then,
That was. I
Well-
went to. She's very nice, and I said, I guess I'm not moving. And she just smiled, and I
Katie,
suppose she thought
she's
eh.
probably like, oh crap, I already told those people this
Well,
lady's
I-
out
no,
here.
No, she said we did have someone. Because I said, I hope I'm not goofing up. And she said, well, someone was interested.
Well,
in
there's
it, she
always
said.
somebody on the list because
Yeah.
you had to
Oh,
get on
yeah.
a list. Yeah.
Any apartment here goes like
Yeah.
hotcakes. Yeah.
So,
Oh, well.
and then Joy was like, okay, because everybody saw me moving all your stuff out. And I'm like, oh yeah, my mom's, going to the assisted living home where my sister is. And then she's like, after she goes, now we're going to have to tell everybody I'm not moving out.
And it was kind of embarrassing. People would come up to me and they'd say,
Bye, Joy.
oh, I hear you're moving,
Yeah.
Joy. And I'll say, no, I'm not moving.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kidding.
Gotcha.
But when I told them why, they understood.
Yeah.
I said,
Well, I said that they would probably be really interested to know
yeah.
because a lot of them will be in the same.
And really, they should have told
Oh.
me, or else give you a ballpark.
That's what I said. I
idea,
asked.
You know.
I asked, and she was like, "Nope, we can't tell you till after the assessment."
Yeah.
So,
Well, now I know if I ever do want to go, I
Do you-
know how much it'll cost. I mean,
But-
you never know. I might. I'm not even good. I'm thinking positive thoughts.
well,
I'll be here for a long time.
do you know what my answer now to all this after Walgreens giving a 1% raise when rent has gone up like 100%
Yeah.
and groceries and everything else, and then at the end of your life, them taking all your money, even though you did everything right. This is my philosophy now.
What?
Spend it all
Spend
and
it.
live hard.
I agree.
Yep, spend it all and live hard. I mean, they're going to take it whether you're young and working or whether you're old
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
dying,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I say spend it all.
Spend it all. Yeah.
That's what I say. But you don't have to,
Well,
if
but,
you don't like go gambling or anything like that, but you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
but spend it on what you love to do.
Right.
And, and just leave a
Well,
little bit at the
and you
end.
know me about money, how worried I've always, because I was a single mom since Jessie was one, and
you worked- yeah.
Yeah, and but now I'm like I said, and especially after Maddie passed away, and like I
Oh.
said, and learning all this, I said I'm going for broke. You know what I mean? I'll figure out how to make.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. I have a plan. Be careful when Tracey has a plan. Watch out. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I am going to really put my. What is it? Your nose to the grindstone. Is
What?
that your nose to the grindstone? Is that what they
Yes, that's
say?
a good one.
So when I get to Florida, I'm going to be, I think to myself, I know how to help other people, help their businesses, or I know how to do this stuff. Why can't I do it for me? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think you do pretty
Do you know what I mean?
well
Put
for
that
you.
much energy
Yes, yes,
into myself to make myself successful.
yes. Well, and you are doing that now, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're getting to the point where, yeah.
But I mean,
where can I go from here?
well, and oh, there's Livy, and I don't want to work. Oh, and there was somebody. He wrote me. I think his name is Luck. You're from Australia,
That was
Belgium,
my favorite uncle's
somewhere.
name.
Really?
Max. His name was Max.
You know what
yeah.
he said? He's like, Tracey, you shouldn't be working for, $17 an hour at Walgreens. You should be like, oh, and I was like, I should be instead of, and I don't want to say it's a waste of time. Don't get me wrong. Work is work. You need to work to pay your bills.
Yes.
But if I took the time, just a little bit of time to hone what I want to do, I think I could be more successful. Do you know what I mean? And make
Yes.
more money.
Yes.
But, I mean, and you don't know until you try, kind of like van life. So this is going to be my trying part.
Yeah. Well, that's how we grow. We realize our talents, or we get the nerve to
Right.
to go forward.
Right.
Yeah. That's what life is. It's a learning process.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I've learned a lot just in the last few years.
Yeah.
And I thought I didn't think I knew it all,
Most of it?
but no, not even most of it, I don't think. But a lot about quantum theory. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm so anxious to read for them tomorrow to come, so they'll be here.
Okay. And then if anybody wants to know the book names or whatever, I'll get those from you and I'll...
Well, wait till I read them and I'll.
Okay, then she'll tell you. She'll give you the review.
Yeah.
The quantum book review.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, but I hope you guys have a really nice winter or summer wherever you're going to be. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
John-
gonna be where it's summer.
John sent me the temperatures for this week, and it's all like 75, 76.
in Florida.
Oh, and you know what? I want to get into pickleball. I still have never played. And
What
when
is
we're
it called?
pickleball,
I've never
it's
heard
like
of
all
it.
the rage. It's kind of like tennis, but it's with a small paddle.
Oh,
And yeah, John's really into it. John and Gail.
well, good.
So,
Well,
yeah.
good. There
So,
you go. You
try-
have people to do
Try
it with
pickleball.
anyway.
We'll see if
Yeah.
it's my thing.
No, John does. I mean, Keith didn't say. He won't commit.
I don't know. But Keith's going to start cooking again.
Oh,
Cooking with
hey.
Keith. I know. I can't wait to get there, Keith.
Oh,
I
but
need
he
some of your
cooks.
cooking.
He's a great cook.
Yes,
And
he
then
is.
He cooks. He cooked meals for you a lot. You and John.
Well, we were there to taste it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to just cook for yourself. He cooked these elaborate
Yeah.
meals, and John and I were like, yeah, okay, yeah,
And I love the hat he wears.
yeah. And John, he's our videographer, so I'll have my videographer. And then when I get there, I'm going to have 2 e-bikes coming to review. So, so back in the saddle.
I won't have to put them on my balcony.
You won't have to have like 3 of them around your apartment. Yeah.
In here. I really missed them when you came and got them, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they were part of.
They added
Did you
it.
sit on them and
I pretended.
did you
Yeah.
pretend?
Yeah.
Pop some wheelies down the hall.
No, I rode one back and forth on the deck.
Yeah. Did her deck's like this big, about as big
Yeah,
as the
my-
bike is. Yeah.
No, it was. I didn't mind having them in there.
Yeah.
They're beautiful bikes.
Yeah, they
My
are.
Goodness,
Yeah.
especially that one.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, am I that boring?
It's been a long week.
I know it's been.
And
a
it's
long
not
week.
over. So we're going to dinner. So I'm gonna.
Tomorrow morning she leaves.
Yep. 7 a.m. I plan
Yeah.
grabbing some coffee and getting on the road.
How
All
many?
right.
How many hours does it take to drive there? I mean, a days, like a couple days.
I know most people it would take a lot less, but I think it's going to take me 5 days because I like to only drive
Yes,
around 6 hours a day.
Yeah, I'm glad that you do
I
that.
just go
Yeah.
slow and I want to enjoy it. I don't I'm not, I don't have to be
Yes.
there at a specific date. So I'm just going to enjoy the
Oh, I'm
drive.
glad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your time. Maybe you'll meet some gypsies again.
Oh, yeah.
I can still remember
Yes.
that where she gave you a cape.
He did. Yeah. He gave me.
He gave you a cape.
Yeah.
I always thought she gave you a cape.
Actually, I think they reached out to me. Like one of the guys did this year sometime. Like,
oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. So
I mean, don't you? In a way, people who live like that, from day to day, so to speak.
well, they all had really rough childhood.
I know, but I mean, it must. I mean, if that takes something to live like that,
yeah.
And they seem happy.
And they found each other.
And they seem happy.
Yeah, they found each other, and yeah, and it was because I was handing out the fanny packs, remember?
Yeah, oh yes,
And somebody, and somebody just made a comment and said that they do that now.
Isn't
still,
that wonderful?
Because of
Because it has everything you need, and that usually you don't have
to help
when you're
people.
on the street.
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, another year and another experience.
Yep. Well, happy birthday, Joy. Wish Joy a happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And are you ready to wrap it up for
I guess
the year?
so, and we'll see you next summer. Well, she'll see you soon. I'll see you next summer.
Yeah. So, go out.
And have an adventure.
Make an adventure.
Make an adventure.
No matter how big or how small. You don't have to sell everything and move into a van. Why?
Because she did.
I did, yeah. And go call someone you love. And as Joy says,
tell them you love them.
Tell them you love them. Yeah. And don't you dare
forget
your magic.
Your magic.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you in the next one. And Joy will see you
in the summer.
In the summer. In the spring. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Give a kiss.
Mwah.
Mwah. See you later.
Bye-bye.